What a big day today. Usually I wait for the market to be closed to make these videos, but today I just want to get this pumped out really quickly. AMC is actually pushing above the intraday high that we set earlier today. This is a big deal. I bought a put right at the very top of this rally, and I could have taken profits down here, but I decided to hold. I thought what we would see is a breakdown out of this. Probably, it looks like a 335 pattern. But the price actually continued to rally higher and is still setting new highs now. Volume is increasing. The RSI has officially reached overbought. This could be the top of the rally. It could also be the start of a new motive wave. It's really difficult to say at this time what's going to happen. I think we need to wait for tomorrow before we can get too excited, though this does look really good. On the hourly time frame, you can see the RSI is almost there to overbought. It's getting there at 68.4. It's close. It's really close. Implied volatility has been rising through this downtrend. So the implied volatility is currently positively or negatively correlated with the price trend, but that trend broke today. And then you can see that the implied volatility at 250% is actually now dropping. Interesting. Implied volatility is dropping. So that is to say that the correlation between the implied volatility and the price trend flipped as the price pushed higher and above that downtrend. So my inkling is that is it possible that the price is actually about to take a big dump? And after today, you might be thinking, wow, here it is, it's finally happening. And it is, it could be. This wave count kind of broke down on me because this wave 4 cannot be a thing because today's high is passing above that bottom of the first wave down at 533. And all that really does is make me relabel some of these into corrective patterns because the 5-wave motive waveform mode really did not pan out. And there are motive waves in there on the sub-minuet level shown in yellow, and so to justify the motive wave between points B and C is actually really easy as long as we are in a measured move down heading lower, and then this corrective bounce is a 3-wave move. And I'm going to say that I still don't think I'm bullish. I think we're going to see a series of corrective waves in the meme stocks. So this was a big push though from $4.96, about $5 to that intraday high at around $5.60, like $1.60. That is the first leg of what appears to be a measured move up. So this little arrow here, this would actually become point A, point B, and then point C would be pushing higher. And if AMC makes a full move, we're looking at, I don't know, $6. This is realistic at this point to be looking for $6. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't know. It's tough to say. Typically at the end of a corrective bounce, you'll see a touch of the RSI on the hourly time frame at 70 and then or near there, and then it will reverse. And looking at volume on the hourly, it's really not that impressive. And again, implied volatility is not moving in a way that tells me that this is actually a motive mode higher, setting a new trend for a longer period of time. So I'm actually not ready to go bullish on AMC yet. Let's go look at GME. GME is actually beginning to challenge that 2189 level. I guess we'll know in 26 minutes. Watch that 2189. That is a big spot, and at this point, it's just impossible to really know what's going on. This is silly. This is silliness. We had a big push higher, and this is corrective, and the giveaway there is all this price overlap. We do have ascending lows, we have higher lows, and we have higher highs in GameStop, and it's very important to acknowledge that. Remember, I am waiting for a dump and then for these meme stocks to take off, but maybe that dump already came. Ooh, that would be interesting. At any rate, with the meme stocks, you can just watch volume, and you'll get the gist of what's going on. GNS continuing to push higher today a little bit, but ultimately not coming above the highs we saw on January 30th. So that was just a couple of trading sessions ago. This does look like another high and tight flag. That flag would form through here. And maybe you're saying, Cap, that's not a flag. That looks more like a triangle. And actually, maybe it's if anything, it's actually a bear flag. Oh, man. Let's see here. But the target after breakout, ooh, EEP. So GNS is still not convincing me that it's ready to move higher. Let me zoom that in for you. I know that on mobile it's hard to see these charts, so if you want to see them bigger, you're going to have to get on desktop or join the Discord because I post a lot of these charts in the Discord. A lot of chatter today. Exoplanetary was explaining the reverse repo. Essentially, we came to the conclusion that the reverse repo as it decreases is a manifestation of tightening fiscal policy. So I'll be keeping track of that as well. I'm going to do some chart analysis on the reverse repo, and that's going to be interesting. SLV pushing higher with equities, very good. I actually sold my call that was not doing well to buy a put in AMC. At the end of the day, whoops, regrets. So what are you going to do? My account balance today swung wildly, and right now it's down. I'm still going to be holding. Let's get to SPY. This is what everyone really wants to see, I'm sure. Because I did say, hey, at over 408, we'll start talking about bullish things. And that is true. Above 408, we'll start talking about bullish things. There is a little bit of uncertainty above that 408 level. It's in this green box. I'm just going to change that color. That is just too much to look at, right? Let's use like a dark red, a magenta. I don't know what color that is, but it stands out nicely. In here, it is very possible to see reversals occur that are swift, and the hourly candle at this point is pushing above that area. I originally thought I was going to be talking about a triple divergence in the RSI, and I was going to say if that divergence breaks, then yeah, boom, we're going to soar higher. And that divergence is breaking. So at this point, I should probably just take my losses. My SPXU call. Man. There's something here, though. It looks kind of like this could be another ending diagonal triangle, maybe. Let's see. Where am I going to get those points? But really, it's starting to push into a channel, isn't it? It's starting to push into a bullish channel. Wow, this is incredible stuff. Let's just zoom in on this chart a little bit today. I mean, this is nuts. Powell basically said, things are the same from like December, and we're going to keep rates where they are. And the market's like, okay, that's great. As long as you're not going to be forming any more rate increases, like in terms of the percentage. So yeah, here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pushes higher. And on the minute time frame, pushing up 413.39. Wow, it doesn't seem like anything is going to stop SPY right now, doesn't it? Let's go out and look at the daily time frame for SPY. Holy cow! Holy cow! The volume isn't fantastic. And the RSI is now setting a higher high, which is good. That breaks the possibility of forming a failure pattern, an M pattern in the RSI. So, was this the bottom? I mean, it's starting to look like it. Of course, there's always something to keep in mind that corrections happen in 3 moves. And this could just be the top of that move. And it could be overextending. And this could just be because of the amount of attention that the markets have right now with the FOMC meeting notes being released and Jay Powell speaking. So is it the result of increased trading because of people like, me placing bets? Or is it actually market fundamentals? Is it actually institutions pushing the price higher? We won't really know until the markets have a chance to correct in after hours or pre-market. I'm not ready to go bullish yet. This is our first candle above this level. We'll see if we get subsequent candles above this level. And if you're like just shaking your head, Cap, how could you still be bearish? Just remember this, this was incredible, and then bam, 2 rising windows, good volume, RSI coming up, and then just rejection, right? Jackson Hole was pretty epic. I thought we were going to see another Jackson Hole scenario. I believe that's this red candle. Well, sure enough, look at how wild the markets got. This could really be just the running start for the next dump that I've been waiting for. I'm still not sold on this rally. I know, it looks really cool. But tomorrow is when we're really going to know whether or not this was a legitimate rally or if it's just media attention.